Students, now we'll take another example. We'll show whether the two graphs G and H are isomorphic or not. So this problem is very important. Observe here. Observe the students here. Determine whether the graphs G and H are isomorphic or not. Okay. Now we are taking the two graphs G and H here. Observe, these are the two graphs G and H. G having the vertices 6 and H having the vertices 6. Okay. So labeled with U and V. Observe these two graphs. How we will determine these two are graphs are isomorphic. Now G is V comma E and H is equal to W comma F, and of course both having the 6 vertices and both having the number of edges 7. You can count. Now what is the degree sequence of G? Observe 1 degree, U1 having degree 2, U3 having degree 2, U5 having degree 2, U6 2, U2 3, U4 2, U4 3. So we are writing in ascending order. And observe the degree sequence of H. Here also same degree sequence is there, 2 2 2 2 comma 3 comma 3. Okay, so like that we are counting the degrees and writing in a ascending order. So the degree sequences are same here. Now still observe, now we define a function f and we determine whether it is isomorphic or not. I mean f is isomorphic or not. So for this one, adjacency property should be satisfied, then only we will say that f is isomorphic. Whether for mapping, for a mapping we have to define the mapping. For that mapping, this is adjacency matrix or same or not, we can check. That means adjacency property. Now here, because degree of u1 is equal to 2, observe here we are written u1 degree is 2. Clearly under that one we are labeled u1 u3 u5 u6 u2 u4 like that. Similarly for v also. Now degree of u1 2, and u1 is not adjacent to any other vertex of degree 2. So the image of u1 must be either v4 or v2 v6. Like that we have to, the image of u1 must be either v4 or v6. U1 can be matched with either v4 or v6 only. Observe the graph. The only vertices of degree 2 in H not adjacent to a vertex of degree 2. So we arbitrarily choose u1 mapped with v6. Observe here f of u1 equal to v6 we are matching. If this choice is not correct, okay, is wrong, or this leads to not isomorphic, you may choose u1, I mean f of u1 equal to v4. That means image of u1 you can choose v4 also. So why here we are choosing u1 with either v u1 is adjacent to u2 u4 having the degree 3 each. Then if you are matching u1 to with any vertex of H, their adjacent vertices are also having the degree 3. Now if you observe, we are matching u1 with v6. Now u1 with v6 we are matching. Observe here. Then v6 having the adjacent matrices, adjacent vertices v3 v5 having the degree 3. Like that you have to match here. Clearly see u1 is adjacent to u2 u4 having the degree 3 each. Similarly, if you are matching u1 with v6, v6 should having the degree, I mean adjacent to vertices having the degree 3. That's why we will match it with v6. Or you can match v4 also, okay, but not v2. Observe here clearly, if you match u1 with v2, observe V2 having the vertex, V3 having the degree, but V1 is adjacent to V1 having the degree 2 only. So we cannot match U1 with V2. Like that you have to match. Now when we are going like to check, observe, okay, U2 are V3 and V5. We arbitrarily set f of U2 is equal V3 here. You observe the graph there. You observe the graph U2. Okay, U2 is adjacent to what? U1, U3. Then we have to match. Observe. So already U1 matching V6. Okay. Now U2 we can give either V3 or V5 only. So if you give U3 or U5, anyone you can choose, but here we are giving V3. Now observe V3 adjacent to V4, V2 having degree 2. So if we are matching U2 with V3, then those U2 should having the degree, the adjacent vertices having the degree 2 only. So like that you have to match here. Observe U1, U3 having degree 2. Now V3 is adjacent to V2, V4 having the degree 2 only. Like that only you have to match here. Okay, clearly repeat this one video and observe why we are matching to those only. So continuing in this way, using adjacency of vertices and degrees as a guide, now we set ultimately U3 is matched to V4 and U4 matched with V5, U5 image is V1, U6 image is V2. So under F we are matching this. Now we have a one-to-one correspondence between the vertex set of G and the vertex set of H. Namely, that means how we will check this is one-to-one correspondence. Okay, so to check this one-to-one correspondence, under this mapping F you can form the adjacency matrix like this. Observe the adjacency matrix under this. How we will find adjacency matrix. Now observe in page number 11. This is the mapping actually we have set already. So that is we assuming this one. Now under F, now see whether F preserves edges. We examine the adjacency matrix of G. So adjacency matrix of G we have to find out. AG we will denote that one, and with this ordering only observe the images of pre-images of F, U1, U2, U3, U4, U5, U6 we are taken. So here also the same row and columns you have to take in that order only. U1, U2, U3, U4, U5, U6, and columns also U1, U2, U3, U4, U5, U6. Now find the an edge in G. No, we will put 0. U1 to U2 there is an edge, that's why we are taking it as 1. U1 U3 there is no edge. U1 U4 there is an edge, that's why we are taking it 1. Now U1 U5 there is no edge. U1 U6 there is no edge, that's why we are taken 0. Like okay, similarly we can find the adjacency matrix of H with the rows and columns labeled by the images of the corresponding vertices in G. Now observe what are the vertices you are taken here. Observe in AG, observe the images, the same order you have to take these vertices. Now U1 matching V6, U2 V3, now V6 V3 V4 V5 V1 V2, the same order you have to take here. Observe this order for H, not V1 V2 V3 V4 V5 V6. Observe the order V6 V3 V4 V5 V1 V2 rows and as well as in columns. Now V6 V6, is there any edge? If there is an edge, put 1, otherwise 0. So there is no loop, that's why V6 to V6 we are taking it as 0. Now V6 V3, Between V6 V3 there is an edge, that's why we are taking 1. V6 V4 there is no edge, that's why 0. V6 V5 there is an edge, that's why our entry is 1. V6 V1 there is no edge, V6 V2 there is no edge, that's why we are taken their entries are zeros, like that. So remaining row vertices you can compare and we will get the matrix AH. Now observe these two matrices AG and AH. Okay, so now these two matrices are same. Observe now AG and AH are same, it follows that F preserves the adjacency. Okay, we can conclude that F has an isomorphism. F is an isomorphism. If this AG and AH are not same, means the adjacency property is not satisfying under F. That means they are not isomorphic. Now in this example they are matching, so the matrices are equal. So that's why we conclude here F is an. How to find another F? So then for those F, matrices may match. So we are checking through under one F only here. You can take another F like matching previously we done. So then their matches may be their matrices may be equal. Then we can say isomorphic. Now observe here note, if F turned out not to be an isomorphism, we would not have established that G and H are not isomorphic, because another correspondence of the vertices under F, under maybe G you can take, okay, small g, I mean under another mapping in G and H may be an isomorphism. Okay, so like this we can check F G H of mappings like that. If at least one mapping does, I mean preserves the adjacency property, then G and H we can say isomorphism. Okay, thank you. Hope if you are not understanding this one, repeat it again and again, then with the paper of these notes, so you can understood this one. Or go to YouTube, and so many number of examples are there on isomorphism, and see it. Thank you.